You can't lead others if you can't manage your own mind. Leadership starts in the brain, and one chemical in particular drives motivation, focus, and resilience. If you want to lead smarter, here we go. Knowingly or not, the best leaders are going to be working with their brain to maximize all of their potential advantages that their brain gives them. At the same time, they're also going to be looking at maximizing each and every single individual team member's potential brain advantages that they have, even though they may not know it. One of the natural systems that our brain works on is motivation. And motivation isn't just willpower. I'm just going to will it and I'm just going to do it. No, it's actually neurochemical based. And specifically here, we're talking about the neurochemical dopamine. Dopamine is our brain's motivation molecule. It's not just a reward chemical. Dopamine is released in anticipation of rewards. What it does is it actually creates focus and drive. I want to get another dopamine shot, so I'm going to be focused and driven to make sure that that actually happens. So vision setting, breaking down tasks, checking boxes with the to-do list or something like that are actually those small dopamine hits. Dopamine keeps us moving forward, even in stressful or uncertain situations. In short, we can boost dopamine levels through activities that we actually enjoy. And those are going to be varying through person to person. This is why dopamine is so important to motivation. And when we're talking about motivation, we're pretty much talking about two different types of motivation: extrinsic or external motivation, and intrinsic or internal motivation. So the differences between these two motivations are that extrinsic motivations is pretty much going to be motivations at that moment and what's happening in our lives. So pretty much, am I going to get a bonus? Am I going to get a praise? Or am I going to get a title or a promotion at work? So these are short-lived. And throughout our lives, they're going to be switching and changing based on where we are at that moment, what's more important to us. So now if you go to the intrinsic motivations, those motivations are in our core, the ones that we enjoy doing no matter what. So these motivations are deep and everlasting. They don't change throughout our lives. And those are the ones that give us purpose, mastery, autonomy, or whatever else a person really enjoys doing. So specifically for me, my intrinsic motivations are when I help people and I see them succeed, that is one of the best things that I can ever see. And this gives me a big shot of dopamine. It's really important for me to know what my extrinsic and intrinsic motivations are, and also what the motivations for all of my team are, because with those motivations, I will know what I need to give to each and every single one of my team member and to the team as a whole, so that they're actually going to be performing better, more efficiently, and more effectively. What we as top leaders do is pretty much we will tap into these intrinsic motivators for ourselves and for our teams, because that's the only way that we're going to get the utmost effectiveness and efficiency from our team and from ourselves. Extrinsic motivators such as a bonus or $100 here or $100 there work for just a short amount of time. That's kind of like a dopamine shot that a person is going to be happy this week, but they're not going to be happy next week, and they'll want another shot again. So another $100, another bonus or something like that. As a leader, you need to understand your brain, what your brain's advantages are and what its disadvantages are. So you have to understand what fuels people's motivation, so extrinsic and intrinsic, and how can you actually activate that motivation intentionally. So intrinsic motivation is the key to success to your team in the long run. When you understand your brain's wiring and design, you're actually going to become more resilient, more focusing, and more inspiring as a leader, because you will understand what your advantages are and what your limitations are. You already have all the tools in your hand. You just need to use them.